What's up, family? Rapper Tay-K is currently serving a 55-year prison sentence for his role in a botched home invasion that ended with the murder of 21-year-old Ethan Walker. Yeah, man, lock him up. Oh, that's right, he's already locked up. Why are we talking about Tay-K? Well, fam, Tay-K went on Twitter and he did a little venting about the bias system that we're currently under. Now, why am I being so hard on a young brother who's been caught up in this system? Number one, I can't stand home invaders. Your home is supposed to be your castle. If people can't be comfortable in their own home, what's the use? You got these dudes just running up in people's houses, terrorizing folks. And I'm talking about oftentimes innocent people, although this guy, Ethan Walker, supposedly was caught up in some street activity. But still, I don't like home invaders. And furthermore, I'm going to tell you why Ethan is not going to get any type of break from this system in a moment. First, let's cover this tweet. He said, "I really just need one chance at adulthood." Tay-K went on to express himself in the tweet saying, "I bet if I was a little white kid, they wouldn't have gave me no 55 years for a crime I was allegedly to play the most insignificant role in when I was 16. They would have rightfully argued that my mind wasn't fully developed and gave me rehabilitation and a second first chance at adulthood." Then he said, "One of my co-defendants was a white girl who was 16 just like me. They didn't certify her as an adult, but they certified me and Pimp as adults. Pimp got 30, I got 55. She ended up getting 10 years of probation without no deal. That girl at home." This is not the first time Tay-K's social media has been used to express his desire to be given a second chance. Back in 2021, he shared on Instagram the following message. "Due to a toxic home environment, me and my sister were forced to leave home at an early age of 15, being labeled as a runaway. I had to engage in activities I'm not proud of in order to make ends meet. These are the cards that I was dealt. And my question today is, did I ever even have a chance?" Here's what Tay-K failed to realize. When he got in trouble back in the day, he was already given a second chance. And when he got caught up in the home invasion, he was given another chance, at least to go home and have an ankle monitor on his leg while he waited for trial, or at least a hearing, a certification hearing. Guess what he did? Cut the ankle monitor off, and before he did that, he hopped on Twitter and said this: "Fuck this house arrest shit. Fuck 12. They're gonna have to catch me on hood." And he fled to San Antonio. They caught him up on the East Coast. I think it was like New Jersey somewhere they caught him. And they brought him back to Texas, where he remains to this day in San Antonio. Now let's address Tay-K's claims of bias system that we live in. He's absolutely right about the system being biased. Now, for his particular situation, you know, he got an aggravated charge of murder. It's a little different. The white people who run this system, they will oftentimes leave room for white boys to redeem themselves. You white dude, you do something, they're going to try to get you back out there on the streets, get you back to your family. But if they think that you can't be rehabilitated or you do something that's particularly egregious, they'll punish you. And I think this case kind of borderlines on that. I understand, the white girl, she didn't even have to give him a deal and she got probation. She got 10 years probation. That sounds a little strange because why wouldn't she give him a deal? I mean, she got everything to lose. So tell us what you know about Tay-K and we'll give you a slap on the wrist. So maybe she did something that he don't really know about. Maybe she gave up some evidence or whatever. In any event, you got an aggravated case. You've been given a chance to go home and be out on bail. You cut your ankle monitor and you go on Twitter and say, fuck 12. You laugh in the face of the system and you tell them basically, catch me if you can. They're going to make an example out of you when you do that. So you can't just put that exclusively on being black. And as far as this hard life thing, say, man, millions before you have tried that same thing. It don't work with black folks. So y'all can forget that. All of this childhood trauma stuff, they don't give us an opportunity to have childhood trauma. We got to deal with it. I don't care how old you are, they're going to certify you as an adult. We already know there's a double standard. So ain't going to be no sympathy right there. You can forget that. When it comes to black folks in this system, they don't care nothing about your mama being a crackhead, your daddy being an alcoholic and an abuser. They don't care nothing about you growing up poor. They don't care nothing about you having to live in the woods for 6 months with animals, like literally in a tent. They don't care nothing about none of that. They don't care nothing about you being violated at a foster home. They don't care about none of that. They gonna put that time on you. So don't be looking for no sympathy from the system in regards to that. You gotta look at that crime and what you did, not just the crime and what you did, but what you did in the aftermath. What you doing, if you jump out there and do something, hey, look, man, ain't none of us perfect. We all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God and our parents' expectations. But when you jump out there and taunt the system, man, they're going to punish you. You are going to get punished. They're going to make you out of an example. You will be taxed. And again, fam, these dudes that just be running up in people's homes, nah, man, I'm not with that. And every time they get it, man, I smile a little, I chuckle. That's right, I chuckle. Say it with me, fam. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.